Hello, in this video we'll learn interrogative words in Spanish. Just like in English, we have function words to ask questions such as what, who, how, etc., which are followed by a verb. And we also have yes and no questions. Another way to ask questions is by using question tags. If you want to learn how to ask questions in Spanish, stay tuned till the end of the video, because at the end of this video we'll have learned 3 different ways of how to ask a question in Spanish. You will also learn the difference between someone asking a question and someone making a statement. I'm Haiti with Real World Spanish Lessons, and I want to help you become fluent in real world Spanish. So if that's something you're looking to do, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell on. Comencemos. Let's get started. In Spanish, while driving, we learn how to ask a few questions. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend you do it after you watch this one. I'll leave the link in the description below. The first interrogative question is what or qué. Que. You can also use que to show excitement. For example, to ask a question, to say, what are you doing? You can say, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces? Or the formal version, ¿qué hace? ¿Qué hace? To make this a statement, you would simply say, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces? You might be thinking here, where is the subject? Haces comes from the verb hacer, which is a verb that ends in er. So we drop the er at the end and replace it with es. I have a video that explains how to conjugate the verbs ending in er. So we won't be doing that in this video, but I will leave a link in the description below so you can watch that video later. Another example is, what's wrong with you? ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa? Or the formal version, ¿qué le pasa? ¿Qué le pasa? This is also used to talk about a third person. The next question word is ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? And some examples are, why are you learning Spanish? ¿Por qué aprendes español? ¿Por qué aprendes español? Another example is, why did you leave? ¿Por qué te fuiste? ¿Por qué te fuiste? The next word is which, ¿cuál? ¿Cuál? And some examples are, which house is yours? ¿Cuál es tu casa? ¿Cuál es tu casa? Another example is, which one do you like better? ¿Cuál te gusta más? ¿Cuál te gusta más? The next word is which, plural, ¿cuáles? ¿Cuáles? And some examples are, what shoes do you like better? ¿Cuáles zapatos te gustan más? ¿Cuáles zapatos te gustan más? Another example is, which books did you read? ¿Cuáles libros leíste? ¿Cuáles libros leíste? The next word is how, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo? This word has an accent mark on the first O. If you forget to use the accent mark, you're actually saying I eat, ¿cómo? Instead of how. So be careful with that one. Some examples are, how is your family? ¿Cómo está tu familia? ¿Cómo está tu familia? How do you know? ¿Cómo sabes? ¿Cómo sabes? This can also be used in a statement. So say, how do you know, and showing excitement. ¿Cómo sabes? ¿Cómo sabes? The next word is where. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? And some examples are, where are you going? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Or for you, formal, ¿dónde va? ¿Dónde va? To say, where do you live? ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Or you, formal, ¿dónde vive? ¿Dónde vive? You can also say ¿dónde vive to ask where a third person lives. If this video is helping, leave me a comment below saying this helps. The next word is who, ¿quién? ¿Quién? You could say, who's that? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? Another example is, who told you? ¿Quién te dijo? ¿Quién te dijo? Or for you, formal, ¿quién le dijo? ¿Quién le dijo? You can also say ¿quién le dijo when talking about a third person. The next question word is who plural. ¿Quiénes? ¿Quiénes? Some examples are who's going to the party. ¿Quiénes van a la fiesta? ¿Quiénes van a la fiesta? Who plural should we help? ¿A quiénes debemos ayudar? ¿A quiénes debemos ayudar? The next question word is how many or how much. ¿Cuánto? ¿Cuánto? And some examples are how much is it? ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much did you pay? ¿Cuánto pagaste? ¿Cuánto pagaste? The next word is how many or how much plural. ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántos? And some examples are how many siblings do you have? ¿Cuántos hermanos tienes? ¿Cuántos hermanos tienes? And for talking about you, formal, and a third person, you can simply say ¿Cuántos hermanos tiene? ¿Cuántos hermanos tiene? How old are you? ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? And for talking about you, formal, and a third person, you can simply say ¿Cuántos años tiene? ¿Cuántos años tiene? The feminine version of cuántos is cuánta. Cuánta, which is singular and feminine. For example, how many people went? ¿Cuánta gente fue? ¿Cuánta gente fue? The plural and feminine version of cuánto is cuántas. ¿Cuántas? For example, how many sisters do you have? ¿Cuántas hermanas tienes? ¿Cuántas hermanas tienes? For you, formal and when talking about a third person, ¿cuántas hermanas tiene? ¿Cuántas hermanas tiene? Just like in English, we have yes and no questions in Spanish. The beautiful thing about yes and no questions is that the question is all in the tone. So if you want to ask a question, your tone goes up. And if you're writing, you can just include the question marks. But if you want to make a statement, you do not include the question marks and your tone goes down. So all you have to do is take the same statement and either make it into a question or use it as a statement. For example, did you go shopping? ¿Fuiste de compras? ¿Fuiste de compras? Or you could say you went shopping. ¿Fuiste de compras? ¿Fuiste de compras? Another example is, did you eat? ¿Ya comiste? ¿Ya comiste? Or you could say you ate. ¿Ya comiste? ¿Ya comiste? To ask, do you want to come with me? ¿Quieres ir conmigo? ¿Quieres ir conmigo? Or you could say you want to come with me. ¿Quieres ir conmigo? ¿Quieres ir conmigo? So again, all you have to do is include the question marks or your tone goes up, or don't include the question marks and your tone goes down. If you're pretty sure that the statement is true, you don't ask the question, you simply make the statement. A third way to ask questions in Spanish is to use question tags. Coletilla interrogativa. Coletilla interrogativa. Question tags are words like no and right, which in Spanish are no and verdad. And all you have to do is add one of these words to the end of your question, but you only do this if you're certain that you know the answer. For example, you went shopping, right? Fuiste de compras, ¿verdad? Fuiste de compras, ¿verdad? Or you could say you ate already, right? Ya comiste, ¿no? Ya comiste, ¿no? If you want to learn how to hold a conversation in Spanish, check out the video at the top right-hand corner. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell on.